Now another thing that we can do too, or that you can do, if you know you're going to be transporting this and going, quite a ways, you can actually put a couple of dowels in the cake first down this end, just to keep some of this weight off in case it moves a little on you when you're transporting it. Okay? Okay, now I have a 6-inch ball that I'm going to be using. So half of it I'm doing in styrofoam so that it doesn't, so gravity doesn't make it fall down or anything. And the other half is done with a sports ball pan. And I have a cardboard attached to it so it's not going to be touching the wood. And I've pre-drilled a hole in the cake and also in the cardboard there. So I'll leave that off. And that's been in the freezer because I like that to be pretty firm. There's no filling or anything in that one. This right here, what I want to do is I'll just take a little bit of hot glue. Low temp's better, but I don't have that, so it'd probably melt the styrofoam a little, but that will be okay. All right, so that's right in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to take my foil. And I want the foil to stick to this so that when I put the fondant, it won't come apart. So I'm going to put some shortening on here. That's going to help make that stick. And then I'll even hot glue a little bit on top. You can coat this in a white coating chocolate also. That will help prevent anything going into your cake, which is always a good idea. Styrofoam not so good in the cake. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Okay, so that's this Masonite is a little smaller. It's not quite 6. It's about 5 inches. I find if it's 6, it might stick out a little bit in the middle. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and take this, and it's actually easier to do it this way, and just crease it down, poke that hole in the middle, flip it over, and then just hot glue underneath. And cut out the center. Okay, now see this little ridge there be created by that cake board? I am going to take a little bit of white fondant and fill that in. So I'll just take a little cord like this and place this right around here so I don't have a little kind of indent there. All right. Then we will take that board and hot glue that down because remember that's on a cake board. And we want to make sure there's no cake on that part, so we put the fondant over there. Okay, so the cake that's on that outer ridge will really just be hitting out here. You can also use white coating chocolate in place of this if you prefer. If you don't like the idea of using that glue at all, you can certainly get around that. Okay, center that, pop that on. And then I will actually take a little bit more fondant and fill that area in. And then I'm going to ice this whole thing. Okay, before I actually ice this and cover it, it's a good idea to take my PVC and cut it the same way that this was cut. So underneath here, this was this way. You can use the other piece and now have it this way, and then it's going to fit super tight. So this one, let me measure this for you, and this might not be the right height. We're going to find out in a minute. This was a guesstimate. 3 1/4 is the tall part, and about 3 inches is the smaller part. So it's going to go over this way, press that in, make sure it goes all the way, okay? Then, and this can be wrapped in the foil too, okay? Then we're going to take this, and I'm just kind of testing this, and I can already tell it's not going to be the right height. What I need is for this piece right here to go into this cake all the way up to that wood board, because it can't stop by that wood board because it's a 1/2 inch hole and this is 3/4. So I can already tell that's not big enough. So why don't I go ahead and take this one, and I'm going to make this a little bit longer. So I'll take my PVC, pop it like that, and we will probably, actually let's just do this and figure it out here. So if that goes there, this would need to be, if I want a little gap in between, somewhere right around where this marking is here. Okay. So put my thumb there, take that off, PVC cutter, okay, cut that, and then I'll go ahead and cover it.